Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of LYFE. So I've got a few questions here from women, and I really like talking about women, life, what they want to achieve. I just think that it's got a lot of layers to it, which I enjoy looking at. Now, I'm not a woman, I get that, I totally understand, but I think I have a good perspective on things sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Here's a really good question. So over the next few weeks, I'll go through the other questions, but why do women feel so undervalued being a stay-at-home mum? And out of all the questions I got, we picked this one because I think it's really real. Being a stay-at-home mum is just not very rewarding in the short term. And look, I know some women are just really, that's all they want to be, and that's fantastic. But some women find it very, very difficult. And you sort of lose your identity in a way. So you might have been, a younger woman, you go through, you meet someone, you're working, you're doing all that stuff, you're going out, and then you have a kid, sort of the life cycle. You have a kid, and then you're a stay-at-home mum, and your identity changes completely, and you become that. So you become the nurturer, the protector, the guider, trying to run a house, and you're at home all the time. I think that in itself can be a mind-bending exercise. Yeah, sure, you get to go to the park, but you sort of talk baby language for the first 3 years. Like, you don't actually have adult conversations most of the time. Cleaning up, cooking, trying to get stuff done. I think you're far less productive at home than you are at work. At least when you go to work, you can change your mindset and you're there to do the job. But at home, it's just round and round in circles half the time. Like, I've had 6 kids, so I've got the benefit of observing, being involved as much as I can, and I think, and I talk about mums a lot, and let's not forget the stay-at-home dads. But the question is about mums, so let's just focus on that. Being a stay-at-home mum, yeah, it's no different than building wealth. It's the same. And you've got to have a longer term view. And if you don't attach your value to what you're doing today, to the longer term outlook, you're going to find it very stressful. You're going to find it very unrewarding, and it can send some women a little crazy sometimes, because there is no instant satisfaction. There's not. You might see the baby smile, but you think about the progress of the whole thing. It's exhausting, absolutely exhausting. Younger kids, you're up at night, you're feeding them. You vomit, they're yelling out, all the way up until, Flora's 6 and she still yells out at night. All the kids are in our bed every night. And for a mum, she's got her radar up all the time, listening to what's going on, both day and night. So why do they feel so undervalued? The lady that asked this question, I don't really know. I don't really know, because I think it's the most important job in life. So the role of a mum, bringing up a kid, will carve out the kid's character in those first 5, 6, 7 years. Think about that. So the effect of the mum, and the dad to some degree, but the mums are with them most of the time, and I'm relating it to my kids. So the mums are with them most of the time, and how they'll turn out in life most of the time will be because of the influence of the mum. So is there any greater calling in life? Part of the unease about it is you put your life on hold. You put your life on hold and commit to the next, let's call it 10 years, till you can sort of start to maneuver your own life again. That's 10-year pause you're going to have. Massive sacrifice. Huge. But what's the reward? You know, you're creating a legacy that you're leaving behind on your influence on that person. So there should be a massive well, feeling undervalued is just such a like left field thing, because if you think about how one person can literally change the direction of a country, can impact the world, and it all starts with their mum taking care of them, there is no greater calling in life at all. And I just want to say that the mums at home watching this, you need to place bigger value on it. Massive value on what you're actually doing. The poo and the wee, the dribble and the vomit is worth it, because you're there. You're there, and they're going to see it, and they're going to notice it, and you're going to impact that kid's life. So yes, at the cost of yours a little bit, because you put yours on hold, but not really, because there will be nothing more rewarding when you create a successful adult and they turn around and they say, the reason that I'm successful is because of the influence of my mum. That's the reward. So I think undervalued in the short term, for sure. You know, there's more than vacuum cleaning every day. But all of those little things, and you know, success. If you think about success in general, any successful, and I mean really successful person that you've seen, you know the reason that they're successful? It's because they've done all of the boring things, day after day after day after day after day after day, and they've created success in whatever field that they're in. Stay-at-home mum is a field. It's an industry. It's not an industry. It's a calling. It's a position in life. And it should be like one of the greatest positions in life when you really think about it, because the ripple effect that you're going to have is immeasurable. It's immeasurable. So I would be, every day I'd get up, I'd be thinking, what do I want? Who do I want my kid to be? What sort of character do I want them to have? What sort of manners do I want them to have? What sort of example can I live? Because the greatest teacher in the world is example. And if you're going to spend most time with them, they're going to be looking at you every single day. How you speak, how you carry yourself, what sort of energy you have, who you are as a vibrational being, how you, when things go wrong, do you lose your temper straight away and they see that as normal? Or do you have emotional control and they see you when things happen and don't go exactly right, how you carry yourself and you keep yourself steady, and you become a really attractive being, an attractive guide in their life, and they want to be like their mum. Different way to look at it, rather than just doing the tasks. Yes, the tasks have to be done, but those tasks are far more meaningful now, because they're just the boring stuff that's going to create the successful outcome. So the lady that sent this message in to me, I just want to say thanks. And it's a hard thing being a stay-at-home mum. I don't think I could do it, and I've said that before. It's mentally grinding, it's relentless, and it's very unsatisfying most of the time. But it's a delayed reward. And I know with everything that I have, if you can attach your satisfaction, your daily boring task satisfaction, to down the track, the longer term view, and you creating one of the most powerful people on earth, potentially, giving them that opportunity through your example, through your commitment, through your desire to be the best that you can be, you will impact the world. You will impact the world through what you've left with that one person. I know you will, and you'll make it a better place. So thanks for sending the question in. Hope that helps a little bit for those stay-at-home mums. And please send more questions in. I love to answer them, and I love talking about women's stuff. I don't know why. Must be the feminine side of me. But go the girls. All right, see you in the next video.